Hello everyone and welcome to sort of another speculation video. I don't know what I quite call it, but anyway, Pokemon or GameFreak Nintendo have sort of registered a new trademark. Now if people don't know what trademarks are, I shouldn't do. It's like they register it as theirs, so no one else can sort of steal their name and use it as their own. The trademark basically, yeah, so that's basically what a trademark is, and the trademark they have registered is PokéTouch. It's for PokéTouch. We don't exactly know what PokéTouch means. It's just PokéTouch. That's all we've got. It's just obviously it's registered in Japan, so we don't quite know what it could be. So I'm just going to go through a few ideas that popped into my head. You can leave your ideas in the comments, and we'll just see sort of where we get from there. So the first thing that sort of sprung to mind when I heard PokéTouch was some form of 3DS app, maybe that would be on your 3DS, obviously, and you can sort of just play with Pokemon, similar to Pokemon and Me. It could also be, you know, be linked to Pokemon and Me somehow. I'm not quite sure. So I actually really don't know how it could be linked there, but PokéTouch 3DS app maybe, where you sort of play games with your Pokemon, I guess, and obviously using the touchscreen would make a lot of sense. It's possibly related to the Wii U as well, because you know that's obviously got a touchscreen, so it could again be related to there. You could have like a Wii U app you download and you know play with your Pokemon on the touchscreen there, and it's on the TV, etc. Something like that. Or another thing that sort of popped into my head was obviously a spin-off game, so a proper 3DS game, let's say, a spin-off game. And the first thing that popped into my head when I thought of that was a remake of Pokemon Snap. Because think about it, 3DS, you've got your camera, so you could, you got your camera and your accelerometer and your stuff like that, and you could sort of, you know, move the 3DS around where you're trying to take pictures of Pokemon. You could then, you know, tap the touch screen to take a photo, something like that. And I think that'd be really good. And obviously, loads of people loved Pokemon Snap when it first came out. And I think it'd be a very good move on Nintendo's part to bring it out. Obviously, incorporating all the Pokemon up to Generation 6 too would make it an amazing game. It'd be huge. It'd be a massive game. So many little Easter eggs where you have to like do some sort of thing to find certain Pokemon, because you know there's 718 Pokemon at the moment, or 721 technically. And you know you don't want to put them all in levels because there'd be hundreds of levels. Anyway, yeah. So that was one thing. Then another thing I thought about was maybe Nintendo and Game Freak are trying to get onto the mobile games market. So, sort of releasing a Pokemon app for, you know, smartphones, Android, Apple, etc. Not necessarily a game, but maybe sort of a portable Pokédex, something like that. PokéTouch, so it could possibly just be like playing with Pokemon again on your phone, I guess. It could possibly, you know, link to the Pokemon Global Link and do something with X and Y, where you know you send your Pokemon to Global Link and you can get it on your phone or something like that. Or possibly it could just be, you know, PokéTouch could be a series, I guess, on mobile where you can, you know, play old Pokemon games. I guess, you know, play games like Red, Blue, Yellow, all the way up to sort of the more recent ones like, you know, Fire Red and Leaf Green. That's another possibility there. I don't know why it would be just called PokéTouch, or it could be, you know, PokéTouch Red and Blue, PokéTouch Fire Red and Leaf Green, etc. That's, you know, what I'm trying to get out there. So that is again another possibility. Then, you know, that's really all my ideas I had. Pokemon Snap was a really, you know, interesting one. Pokemon Rumble, obviously another spin-off series, not related to Pokemon Touch at all, so we can sort of rule that out. It might end up that Pokemon and Game Freak don't use this name at all. Obviously, they might be thinking, okay, we have an idea here for PokéTouch. We don't know if it's going to hit it off the ground, but why don't we sort of register this trademark straight away? So as soon as we, you know, have the idea, we can get going. You have to wait a couple months for it to actually get verified, because I believe the dates here, it was filed on November 14th, 2013, so you know, about a month after X and Y were released, and published on December 12th, 2013. So you know that they have to wait a month for it to be published. So you know, go through the review process, I guess. So I guess, you know, they could, you know, just sort of do that. Thought, okay, let's just take it, and then if we want to use it, we can. And there's no harm doing, you know, no harm not doing it really, or no harm doing it. I'm not sure if you have to pay for trademarks, but yeah. But yeah, so PokéTouch, it's an interesting one. They might have, you know, seen the feedback, I guess, from Pokemon X and Y and thought, okay, this is what people like about the game, why don't we make another game out of it? Or something like that. I really don't know, there's loads of possibilities here. They might end up not using it, they might have a mobile stuff, might have a 3DS app, might have a new game entirely, or it could be another spin-off series where you do something with a touchscreen. Maybe it's that detective Japanese game we saw. I don't know when we saw it. It was a couple months back. It was before X and Y, I think. But you know, it was that detective game with Pikachu, like a blue Pikachu. It could possibly be that. I'm not quite sure what month it was in. I'm just, you know, sort of scrolling through series archives right now. I give a quick Google search. It's literally just come to my head then. So Pokemon detective game. Let's see. There we are. Detective game. Detective game. Detective game. Now, here we are. Okay. A trademark has been found regarding the Pokemon Detective game I'm talking about here. A trademark has been found for Great Detective Pikachu, and is due for release on the Nintendo 3DS in 2015. So that's the game where you play partners with the Pokemon Pikachu who solve crimes together in a city, and it features a special rare blue Pikachu as a prominent character. So yeah, okay, so PokéTouch might not be related to that, or it could be, we don't quite know. So yeah, pretty much that's what I want to know, guys. What do you think about this new trademark? Do you think it's going to go anywhere? Do you think they're possibly looking to go onto the mobile market? Just sort of because sometimes, I think there's emulators now on mobiles to play old Pokemon games, so they might think, okay, rather than just letting them do this and, not really making, not getting anything out of it, why don't we just sell the old games for a couple quid on mobile devices, and then we'll actually get some sort of cash that way, something like that. What do you think, guys? Just leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll be sure to read them all. Thank you again for watching, guys. I shall see you next time. Goodbye, my friends.